Hey, you guys, welcome back, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. And oh my God, I got a situation. We gonna work that out. Duh. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get into today's content, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And also support the channel by leaving donations, super chats, cash apps, super stickers. They're all appreciated. All these things help the channel to grow. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to get into basketball wives. Yes, good morning, sis. I appreciate you joining. We're going to get into basketball wives, LA and Orlando. All right. I got some thoughts. And I hope y'all been watching. And I hope Essence is lingering in the bushes because I'm doing this for you, girl. I'm doing this for you. All right. And Toya, we got to do sisters recap. So I'm thinking, sorry, I got something in my eye. Because I have dinner plans on Friday. I have dinner. Hey, Juby Bugging, good morning. I have dinner plans on Friday. So are you okay with doing sisters recap on, thank you, on Saturday? We can do it early in the morning. All right, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to load up in here. I appreciate everybody for joining. I'm gonna drop this intro and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. All right. Toya, no, I have not started watching. I know I saw that the season 2 came out and I can't, like, I got an eyelash in my eye or something. But it's in my save list to watch. All right. So I'm gonna get to that. I only could do a couple of shows at a time. All right. I'm gonna drop this link just in case anybody want to come up. Basketball Wives was interesting. Okay. We're gonna start with Orlando. And I'm horrible with names, so what I did, because they all new to me. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Here we go. We starting with Orlando. Okay. It's a lot of bitter baby mamas in Orlando. Chill. It's a lot of bitter baby mamas. Okay. And this girl and this girl are battling. It's sad. She's dating her ex, and she's upset about it because she feels like it's an overlapsation or whatever. She has 2 children by him, and these two have been going at it. It's sad. They've been going at it because she feels like her man cheated. Hmm. With the new relationship. But y'all know how these men lie. This one right here, can you see Juby bugging? You can't see my arrow. This one and this one. Let me see. Let me see. Because I watched this at like 5 in the morning. Yeah, I can't wait for that either. Carlos and Roy's interview. But we want basketball wives today. Hold on. Let me get um oh, okay. I'm getting their names then. But it's a bunch of bitter baby mamas on Orlando. But I'm here for it. It's a lot of drama. That's why I need an Essence Child because I can't remember. Hold on one second. I'm getting their names up now. All right, so you got Megan James. That's the main one I know because I've been following her. They all basketball players, every last one of them. Um, and these two were in the WNBA. So you got Megan. This is Neek, I believe. Oh, Essence, get up here. You talking about you watching the show right now. I need your help with with the names, girl. And which one are you watching? And this one, she didn't even come up on the picture. It's one named Lindsay that's missing, and she's pregnant right now. Wait. Oh, I understand, but girl, you know I be smoking. I can't remember everybody's names. Okay, so this is Morgan. Yeah, I just started Essence. Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me drop the link. Mm. That's why I hate recaps because my memory sucks when it comes to names and stuff. Let me see. I might as well follow all these people on the gram while we at it. All right, this is Nikki Nicole, which I really like her. She's an influencer. This is Nikki Nicole. Okay, that's the second one. See, they all new. I know the OGs, but I don't know these newbie chicks. But basically, like a lot of the basketball boyfriends are playing the girlfriends. Period. Oh, matter of fact, let me do this so y'all can see. I know. I'm fixing it now, y'all. Bear with me, okay? Today is the day. I'm tired. I got sleep, but I was up early. All right, can y'all see my screen? Oh, let me check this down. Hold on. Boom. Here we go. All right. This is Neek. All right. She's a social media influencer. Her real name is Antoinique. Mm-hmm. Oh, here go Essence. Hey, girl. Good morning.
Hey, okay, give me 1 second.
Okay. Why am I? I know, girl. I had to take a nap yesterday, like on my lunch. And I wasn't even, I went out a little bit, but I wasn't even out late. It just got me thrown off. And so, like, to add tiredness on top of, like, trying to remember these names, girl, boy. All right, so that's Neek. What's this? This is Nikki Nicole. All the girls are gorgeous. Okay.
Okay, I'm here, girl. I had
Hey.
just, I was like, I took a shower and everything, so I was like trying to get dressed so I could come on camera.
I know that's right. So we starting off with Basketball Wives Orlando.
Okay, and I haven't seen, is it LA? What city is the other one in?
Orlando and then LA.
Okay, I haven't seen LA in like 2 weeks because I just been so into
Orlando is good, right?
yes. And so another thing is I have I'm watching it on my TV. So the episodes come out like a day later. So that's
Oh,
why I was watching it this morning.
yeah, I watched the bootleg on YouTube.
Oh shoot, you got
Yeah, sometimes like after they air, they'll put a free stream up there. Like
that?
somebody
Let me
streams
go look
it
up
and
then.
posts it. You just gotta type it in and they all come up.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I got it on my TV right now. I'm at the part where her little sister found her vibrator in her purse. Girl.
Oh my god. So that is what's her name?
Mulan.
Mulan, who I like because she used to play basketball. I
Yeah,
think
I like Mulan's backstory. I identify with her. Like, I have a little sister who's 7 years younger than me, and I just love being the oldest sister. So I really appreciate her story. And also, last episode, she kept it very real with Danielle.
exactly. So, ladies, Mulan is this last one on the right. It's my right. It might be y'all left. I don't know. But she's the last one with this asymmetrical one piece dress on. And I'm loving her because they all had a very big loss as a family. And she noticed that her two little sisters was acting out. So she brought them down to Orlando to kind of try to get them together and get them back on the right track. Because
Mm-hmm.
they was doing crazy stuff. Like
Teaching
still,
them to be
well,
ladies.
exactly. But I love her backstory too, and I think she's very genuine. And she wasn't in the first episode. She
You
came.
know what? That's what I was gonna say. Like, I noticed that she didn't really get her own like little section until like episode number 3.
I feel like Orlando is definitely worth watching, Latoya. I'm especially loving Megan James
Yeah.
on this. Megan is facing some things she's been avoiding for years. And you probably didn't even get to this part when she sat down with her mother finally.
Oh, that's this episode.
Yeah.
So can you like okay? So I don't know how it works because I know you could do like fair use commentary. Can you like review the clips? Like, is that a thing?
I gotta find them. Let me see.
They probably gone, girl. They was like, all right, we done gave you the little boot boot.
Let me go because I follow this one site on the ground reality.
Yes, I'm so happy she got her sisters, and I was wondering, I'm like, how old are her sisters? Because I'm like, she said they ran away, and her one sister is 13.
Yeah,
They underage, and she said they crashed the car. It must have been the 17-year-old who crashed the car, but that means they probably was getting into somebody is about to catch a charge messing with them. You feel me?
exactly.
Somebody gonna catch a charge messing with them girls because them girls is young.
They are, but they look grown.
No, they look like babies to me. I knew that girl, especially the 13-year-old. I knew she was underage. The one in the front seat looked underage as well. They look like babies, and they
Hmm.
little skinny itty bitty things.
Exactly.
Ain't
But
nothing
these
about
kids,
them getting illegal. And then you
let me go
coming
to.
to pick them up and you got little stuff in your purse, girl. That is so embarrassing.
I have a story that happened to me.
Oh
I
my
think I told
god,
it.
I would die. I would
I think I
die. If
told
that was my
you.
little sister,
Like
I would die.
my bed had broke, and my brother came to help me fix it, and he had a surprise that fell out. He was so upset with me. He was so upset with me. But it's a lot of baby mama drama on Orlando that is just like crazy. And they don't have a lot on their thing. Let me see.
Yes, and I don't know about you, but it don't seem like Lindsay baby daddy is
Into
excited.
the baby, right? That's what Lindsay. Now she's newly pregnant and stuff. Her man plays overseas or whatever. And she called him to, tell him about the ultrasound. And he just seems uninterested, disconnected. And she's
Mm-hmm.
trying to fluff it for the camera. Like, he's the type, like, you have to know him to love him. Well, girl, he don't look like he loving you or that baby.
At all. At all.
Cause she was trying to express to him how she really wants him there for the birth. And he is in the process of trying to figure out, I guess, his schedule or whatever. And he's just like nonchalant, like we'll see. Like it's like not important to him at all.
Exactly. To the point where she's like, oh, like if you're like risking missing the birth because you ain't tell your boss that, you need to leave the country.
Let me get a
Because he's
picture
one
of
of the
Lindsay.
overseas players. Okay, let me see.
Exactly. And that's why I think a lot of their boyfriends are overseas players, right?
I think so. In my little corner.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you. I think I got
Hmm.
something on my camera. Hold on.
So here's Lindsay, you guys. Hey, Taurus, good morning. This is Lindsay. She is newly pregnant. Her man plays overseas. All right, just so y'all could get a visual. But her man is uninterested, okay? But he finally made it back this episode. He did come. And so, of course, I think he just really don't want to be on camera. A lot of these guys don't want to be on camera.
You know what though? It was really bad. Actually, I got it right here. I could just rewind it and let y'all hear it. Y'all don't have to see it.
You can hear the audio. God, girl, I got something in my eye.
Girl, I was like, let me hurry up and get up because that extra hour is helpful though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is Danielle and Megan. Let me see. If you guys are becoming serious and you guys are dating, why are you stalking me? Well, maybe Danielle and Mackenzie need to like have a little sit down and talk to each other or something because she's not that bad. I'm telling you, she's. I don't feel like Mackenzie's stalking her.
I don't feel like it either. I have a problem with the one that was married and newly divorced, and then the other one that's the baby mom. I forget.
Oh, that's Neek.
All right, Neek.
And the newly divorced is Morgan.
Morgan. I get why she's going through what she's going through, like, because she's coming from a whole marriage or
Yeah.
whatever, and it takes some time to get over it. But the baby mother, like, girl, just realize your man is just a cheater. And that's for that girl to figure out in her new relationship. I think she needs to let go. She's acting like she was a wife.
Well, you know what? They were engaged. So her engagement got canceled. And then right after her engagement got canceled, he pops up dating Mackenzie.
But that's what the guys, that's what they do. They overlap relationships all the time.
Well, let's
And
see what
that's what
Megan tells him. Because Megan is trying to tell her, like, girl, like, somebody got to let it go. And I think she was trying to drop a hint that it needs to be her.
I think it does need to be her. She got to let it go. He moved on. Get over it. That is now her problem. And by her, I mean, hold on. Let me show them. This one
At the end.
and this one at the end with the short Spanish one. And this one with the skirt on. One, two, three, four. The fourth one from the left.
Morgan, the tall one with the orange hair.
Yes. Them two are going at it over um
Mm-hmm.
the baby daddy, okay?
Not her baby daddy, but Danielle's.
Danielle's baby daddy.
It's a lot. We need a church.
I like Orlando. I like Orlando better than the LA one.
Me too.
Hey Roxy Bird.
Honestly, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it because I'm like, you know, Orlando's so good.
I know Orlando's so good. I'm glad to have fresh faces instead of the OGs because the OGs are still up to their old tricks. Let me tell you. Um,
Hmm.
but Jennifer got the paws put on her. I got to see
She
that. I miss.
did?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe I think the young lady Brittany was drunk. She's like
Brittany
coming
did
off
it?
as a yeah. She's coming off as like a sloppy drunk.
She very much is, and I don't know if you've been like paying attention, but she has been going. She's not processing her emotions about her kid very well.
Oh, look, Roxy knows Neek. She said, how is Neek on there? She's a YouTuber. Yes, she is on there as a social media influencer. Do you know anything about her? Anything juicy? Maybe I should follow her. What's her YouTube channel?
I couldn't find her. I mean, her YouTube channel is not good. Like, it doesn't have nothing on there. I feel like she did a vlog that was like supposed to be a watch party. The video was like 10 minutes, and she didn't really say anything. So, but we did get to see Mackenzie's baby father. I
Yes.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can see my TV. I'm dead, right? LOL. Y'all can see it.
I want you to bring up the exchange between Megan and her mom. I want to share that with everyone. That was
Okay.
good.
I
Let me
haven't
tell
seen
you,
it yet.
Megan's background. Okay, Megan mom got pregnant at 17 and her mom left Megan to be raised by her grandparents. And although she had a healthy situation, her
There we go.
mom, yep, her mom went on to have more children. So Megan always felt like her mom abandoned her and never came back for her. So there's some bitterness there, between the two. Now Megan is in a new relationship and she wants to have children, and her boyfriend is encouraging her to fix things with her family because he's like family is very big to him, which I'm glad he's pushing her because that shows me like he really really cares about her well-being and things like that. But Megan came off like I felt like the mom came open, and Megan wanted her mom to be so held so accountable, but the mom,
They
to me,
never will. That's not how it works.
they're like sisters. I feel like they grew up together. I don't know.
I'm
Essence.
letting the commercials play. That's what's going
Okay.
on.
But this is a full circle moment. I've been watching Megan James since she was on the Bad Girls Club, and I remember her grandmother telling her, "It's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to let go of the anger." And that's when she bopped them two girls out on the show. Um,
Oh, my tea, girl. Hold
I know,
on.
Chan.
It's
I
coming. You
know.
know the commercials are long. They do like a
Look,
minute.
how's everybody feeling today? How y'all being affected by the 1 hour difference in the time change? Let me know if y'all feeling it or you not in the chat, okay?
I'm loving
Cause
it.
I'm like feeling it and then I'm not. Like I feel like woozy right now. And I feel like I just woke up too early.
Here we
Oh,
go.
okay, here we go, y'all. This is the exchange between Megan and her mom.
Ah, hold on. That ain't it. That's Ashley. Oh, what's going on with Ashley? I gotta watch this. Cause her story good too. Dang, it had a picture of Megan's mom on it. That's why.
Yeah. But she finally met with her
What is
mom.
this?
She
Oh, there
first
go
met
Megan.
with her brother and he encouraged her to talk to her mom.
I kind of feel like pressure. You know, I'm a very family oriented person. And you know, but that's the problem.
That's her with her
It's the
brother.
most important thing in life.
That's her boyfriend.
Before
Oh, that's her boyfriend.
he wants me to reconnect with my family. But the thing about that is that he doesn't know the hat of the background of the things that I've been through.
Okay, let's stop and give commentary.
All right. So she feels, but Megan, why aren't you telling your man everything? You want to have children with this man.
Mm-hmm. That's because society doesn't have the right view of familyhood. You know, it's like the idea of being in a healthy family is so lost that you could fall in love with a guy and think that the way to express that is by having a baby. The way you express your love for a man is by becoming a unit, to be a married unit, to be man and wife. That's why the man is like, I'm not about to let you be a part of my life, even if it's just with the baby, and you got all these issues. You clearly, at your big age, don't understand what family is. And even if that's just me, you, and our baby, you don't understand that it's a deeper thing. And I feel like that's what makes Megan so immature.
Yeah, and that's where she has to grow a little. Look, Roxy Verse says Neek is a family makeup channel. She has a son. The father cheated on her, and he is also a YouTuber. Ooh.
And so Nick got cheated on.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nick got cheated on, and then so basically Nick got cheated on, and then she stole Mackenzie man, and because Mackenzie man got stolen, she stole Danielle man,
That's
and they all
all
on the
the
same show.
that's all
What?
the entangulation that's going on, you guys, with basketball.
And they all on the
Everybody
same
screwing
show.
everybody ex,
That's hot,
except for
man.
Megan, except for the Spanish chick in the middle. This girl,
No, oh Ashley, yeah, yeah, but
Ashley.
Ashley helped Morgan's husband allegedly cheat on her. That's why
Yes,
Morgan Ashley
that's
is.
why Morgan hates her.
And
Hey,
why would
First
you do that,
Radio.
Ashley? Talking about, oh, we wasn't real friends. I don't care if y'all was real friends or not. What kind of woman puts another? What kind of woman helps a married man cheat?
I would never do that.
Like,
I
I
would
just
never
don't
do that.
understand.
Can I tell you? I had a ex acquaintance. I'm gonna say. We just knew each other from the neighborhood, and her best friend had got married, right? And I think they started having marital problems, but she started hanging out with her husband like all hours of the night. She'll be out in the bars with him. They'll be hanging in the car for hours. And I finally said something like, "Do you think it's appropriate that you're chilling with your best friend's husband at all hours?" Well, we just friends. I said, it's just not appropriate. And I'm just telling you, if that was my husband, I would have a problem with you.
You would have some teeth missing.
I would have a problem with you. You do not hang with another woman's husband 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all hanging in the car. What's going on there?
Girl, let me tell you, one of my best friends checked me. One of my best friends checked me because um her boyfriend gave me a ride home and I didn't tell her. Like, I didn't call her and say, "Hey, your boyfriend is driving me home." Like, I figured he was gonna tell her, because that's his girlfriend. I'm like, can you let her know you're giving me a ride? But she checked me and was like, girl, do not do that. Like, I need you, my friend, and you're supposed to let me know that you're with my man. And I just was like, wow, like that
Yeah,
really
like my first
opened my
instinct,
eyes.
like if he would have pulled up, like, oh, you want to ride? I'm texting my girl, like, look, your man just pulled up
Mhm.
on me. I need a ride. Do you mind?
Okay.
We could be on the phone, whatever. To be quite, I just don't put myself in situations with other people's men. Period.
Right, right. Because you don't know what kind of perception they're gonna have. If it's they're gonna be mad at you, they're gonna be mad at me. You know. Oh, you want me to press play?
Yes, press play. Let's get
So you
into
just
it.
you just let me know when to pause and when to play because I know you have to like give commentary every few seconds
Okay. All right.
so that they don't get you.
Growing up, my
Exactly.
mother wasn't really around. I was raised by both my grandmother and my grandfather, so I come from a two-parent home. So I had a great childhood, but I feel like my mother could have been there for me more. From the stories that I've heard, my grandparents asked to keep me because they felt that my mom was too young to raise a child. So I don't really fault her for putting me in a better position, but I do fault her for not coming back.
Okay,
Mm.
was it? Do y'all think it's fair? Do y'all think it's fair that she views her mom that way? All right, you heard her out her own mouth. She still had a good life. Um, and she's saying she faults her mom for not coming back to get her. And I think this is where she needs to evolve from.
I think it's fair. I know even Nene Leaks has like a similar background story. And she says the same thing, like, especially if you see your mom has other kids and they're with those kids and they never came back and tried to, even if they did try, y'all never had the same like relationship. Most people in those situations do feel like that. So, yes, I feel like it's 100% valid.
Yeah, and I just feel like she needs to evolve from this. I think this is the thing that keeps her stuck. And either she's going to forgive her mom because it's nothing Megan can do about the past. Her mom cannot come back and get her. They're grown now. So how do we move past this? So, all right, you
Mm.
could go ahead and play.
Ooh, where's the remote?
I have to fix things with my mom for me and for Jay in our future.
Period.
Is this it?
I don't want the music to get you.
His plan
Okay.
was get to the source.
Ooh, yes, girl. I need to see this.
Okay. See, she's just watching it.
Okay, so that
This is
McKinsey.
the overlapsation of the baby mamas we talking about. I know my review is a hot mess. Okay. I said discussion. Okay.
We with you, Nadi. We with you.
All right. You want to get into this next scene since you
Okay,
ain't
so
see
this
it?
is I believe I don't know. I haven't seen. Remember, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the
Okay.
episode.
Okay. Well, so this scene, this is the new girlfriend meeting up with the ex fiance baby mama. Okay. She's got some deep rooted hatred towards this girl.
I would too, Loki.
Yeah, hold on. Juice Radio had some good commentary. She said these grown women continue to live in hurt from their mom is devastating, but these ladies need to learn to live without that same hurt. At some point, you got to let go and move past because there's nothing you can do about the past, Juice. It is nothing you can do about the past, but there's something you can do about the future, and her mom's still here. I want to make that point. So, this next thing, Essence is nice enough to share her watch channel with us. The next scene is the new girlfriend meeting up with the ex. Okay, and the ex is very bitter because she feels like there's some overlaxation. And my problem with these two ladies is I think she's mad at the wrong person. The baby mama needs to put all that anger towards the father of her kids because that's who made the decision to overlap the relationships. Now,
Period.
you can't be mad at the new girlfriend, but guess what? The new girlfriend will find out on her own. Good morning, cousin. The new girlfriend will find out on her own that he a cheating lying dog. Okay, you lay with dogs, you get fleas. All right, Essence, we ready. Hit the play.
So when Danielle asked me to sit down and talk, I agreed. I've been down to have this conversation for a while, and I'm hoping we can come to some type of understanding.
Have you actually met Mackenzie? I'm not going to no side bitch.
A side bitch is someone who messes with a man's relationship. I've never.
I love the editing.
At the very least, I'm hoping we can put it
The
in.
editing is great.
Yes, the editing is on fleek. Like they really ate this up. Good job, VH1.
In the chatter that's been going on behind my back.
I'm very surprised that Mackenzie agreed to meet me in the first place.
Mackenzie, that's her name.
Ooh! Shout out to that brand. I love it. I love it. I love it. Protect Black women. Look it up, you guys. It's a Black-owned brand. Purses are on fleek every time.
Really protect Black women. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Accountability. Who played side?
I got one. I got one.
Quite some
I'll show it to you guys
How could
later.
you not understand me? She was just you last year with the whole situation with me.
I took my ring off in March, so to know that Mackenzie was obviously involved with him since February, I hope that she understands that you were involved with a man who was still involved with the mother of his children and his fiance. Period.
Can y'all see the TV okay?
We just need the audio. We don't necessarily need to sing.
Okay. Are y'all sure? It's because
Yeah, for sure.
I'm all for the full effect of it all, Well, hold on, let me shift it then. Hey y'all, I'm back.
Yeah, we just need the audio. Here's the protect Black women. I do like these bags.
Mm-hmm. I think it's called tall. What's the name? Sis size. Mm-hmm. I have one. Mine says this black belongs to a Black woman.
Oh, I'm gonna get me one. I
Mm-hmm.
want to support.
And also Brandon Blackwood, he has really good bags too. It says fight against systematic racism. That one's a little out there. That one's a little political, but there's a lot of like indie. I was gonna do a YouTube video on it about the rise of indie Black purses because Telfar came out, everybody was Telfar down, and then Size came out, and then Brandon Blackwood came out. I'm like, oh my god, all of these Black owned indie collections are going on at the same time.
Exactly, and we got to support each other. Put the money back into our community. So, what do you think about her feeling like she needs to bring awareness to Mackenzie about the overlapsation of the relationship?
Absolutely.
You feel like that's good? Because I just kind of feel like you decided to move on. You decided to let go, fully let go. That is for her. She a grown woman. That is for her to figure out. Because
I
they not
support
friends or
it.
nothing. They not friends. If that's my friend, that's one thing. But they not friends or nothing. So why you feel the need to go so hard to let her? I feel like she just trying to make it seem like he was cheating, which he was. He's a cheater. They all cheaters.
It's because Mackenzie's trying to act oblivious. That's why. Mackenzie wants to act like she has no idea that they were engaged. Let Mackenzie tell it, and we're gonna see it in the scene. I'm assuming she'll tell what she knows. Let Mackenzie tell it. Danielle didn't exist at the time that they started.
Oh, that's a must have lost signal. She'll be back. I'm with you, Jules. I have a hard time being in agreement with these ladies who won't blame their men, but go hard after the ladies they cheat with. Thank you. Go after the men. It's coming back, Essence. Hold on. Here you go. I just really feel like they need to channel that energy into the men that cause the overlapsation. It's not, you know what I mean? Because the man is going to lie to all parties involved.
I'm doing the you can stream to your audience at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I agree.
as far as what she's saying, as far as
I think that Danielle should tell her because I feel like I feel like Mackenzie wants to be oblivious to the fact that that was her whole fiance. Like what, girl? We were
exactly.
engaged.
Okay. Hey Juice, thank you for joining.
Hey, beautiful ladies.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. Like
Make
my
sure you
good
go
sister
to
Toya says.
exactly. Make sure y'all go to Juice Radio and Talk Show and subscribe. She has a beautiful channel, and I loved your panel yesterday on entrepreneurship and
Oh, I'm gonna
going into business
subscribe.
for yourself. Oh, Juice
Oh,
has some great topics.
thank you, ladies. I'm walking through the house. I'll turn this camera on when I get settled because hubby is at this stove making me some breakfast. So I'm going to be,
Oh,
listen,
I know that's right. Good job, hubby.
I
come on
appreciate it.
now. Because this one ain't out here cheating with no other women. Because if he did, I would be after him, not them ladies. I would be after him because he took the vow. He is the one that said I do and I will and I won't. Come on now. I ain't going after no woman. I may snatch her wig off after I get my husband all together, but I'm getting my husband together first.
First and foremost, exactly. I've been married. My husband did cheat, and I went after him. He caught all of this rage.
See? And that, so I don't know why this poor little girl on Basketball Wives it's almost as though the footage is making her look like she's in a fantasy land. Like the guy don't want her. He out here in these streets with the other girl, and then they meeting together, and the girl is like, I don't know, even when you fit in or what your timeline is, but I know he with me, and she can see clearly that the guy is out there cheating with her. So why
Okay.
don't y'all get together like that movie where the three Caucasian ladies got together and went after the dude that was cheating on all of them? That's what y'all need to do. Get together and
Exactly.
go after him.
And
I would agree with
Mackenzie,
that.
like, one thing I feel like all these ladies are oblivious. All these men were in compromised situations where they cheated. That would make me not want a man like that. I don't care how much money you have. That would make me not want a man like that. If you have a history of cheating, until you deal with yourself and resolve the issues in yourself that cause you to cheat, I don't want to be in an unhealthy situation like that.
I would have to think, how did she get him? The fiance slash in the dark girl.
You want us to play it? Let's see and listen to
Let's
what all they have to say.
all right. Let's finish. Yeah, let's finish playing the clip.
Thanks for meeting me here. So I invited you here today because I really wanted to get things on the table so we can have a woman-to-woman conversation. It's very hard to sit across from somebody like you who's actually in a relationship with Rashad, who I have been with for 10 years. I've been dealing with Rashad all year long. Me and him have had extensive conversations within the last year about him and multiple women. It's not just you. My relationship with Rashad fell apart due to him wanting to be non-monogamous. That is not something that I want to participate in, but he was adamant about that.
Okay, did y'all hear that?
Yeah, and I also heard she said she's been dealing with him. That's the whole word, right? Go ahead. I'll go ahead.
So basically, she knew that he wanted to be in an open relationship.
That part. She allowed it. And now that it's gone outside of her room where she can't control it, she got a problem with it. That's why you don't let it in your front door.
Hmm. No, I feel that definitely. I'll
If you do not set a standard and require monogamy, if you settle for it once, it will. They don't have a reason to change.
yeah,
Go ahead, Esther. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'm not waiting around for that. When I said the side chick comment, that's how I felt. I still feel that way because it's clear that he's been proven to be a liar to not only me but to you, correct? No, he hasn't. Are you sure about that? I'm sure.
When I met him, he told me he was single. He made it really clear to me. And mind you, I always knew he had kids because we've always been friends on social media. I never actually knew who you were until I found out that you were friends with Morgan and we're going to be down here. When I found that out, I was like, okay. I asked him, I said, do I know her? He said, no. I said, okay.
I've never been in a position where I had to like prove myself or prove what it is between me and Rashad.
Thoughts? That was a nasty eye roll, Nadi.
Because you never been in a position where you felt like you had to prove obviously you have. You've been dealing with infidelity all along. And why do you feel like you need to prove it to this woman? That's the question that
Okay,
comes to
because she's
mind.
jealous. Because and that's the thing right there. That's a great point, Nadi. If the man done told, if you done said, you said just 2 minutes ago that y'all had problems because he wanted to be in like he didn't want to be in a monogamous relationship. Why are you surprised when he went and got another girlfriend?
Isn't is it her job to point that out to the new girlfriend? I feel like she need to let the new girlfriend be grown, and she gonna have to deal with her own problems because this man
Yeah, and she
gonna
needs to
treat her the
heal.
same way. And I would just sit back and let the cards lay where they lay.
Hmm.
But she's jealous. She's definitely jealous.
Look, I've been in her shoes. Okay, let me tell you, I've been in her shoes, and being in that situation and having a man put you in that situation will drive you crazy. Okay, so I sympathize.
Yeah, but that's why it's important that you don't love that man more than yourself.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
most
put
of
that
you,
man before you. You
uh-huh.
understand your worth and what you deserve.
Yeah,
And I just I find a lot of these girls tend to settle because of the money and the attention that comes along with being in that relationship. But
I
they
agreed.
know
think
what
some
they're doing.
women on this show have to learn how to lose gracefully instead of losing shamefully. There's a
Hmm.
process, and have to do have to do it. They have to learn. Okay, your man doing all this. Just start getting your stuff together. I mean, check the bank accounts, do everything. Start flowing cash. That's all you need to do. Get yourself together. Your exit will be fine. Stop sitting here trying to use your gasoline and money to go chase after a woman. Go to the bank. Talk to a lawyer. Spend your time wisely.
Okay, let me take
Okay.
notes. Let me get my notes. Let me write this down because
Juice
this
got
is
those.
wisdom.
Let me tell you, Juice got those jewels. Okay,
She
like
right
I
though. Too. I would be buying. I would
no,
be. You
I
right.
just really feel like women need to stop going after women because of the situations that their men put them in. Hey, James, good morning. Women need to stop attacking each other, especially when you know what kind of man you got. Especially when you know what kind of man you got. Go ahead, Essence. You come on, play on, play on.
There's not an agent, coach, trainer from Vegas all the way to Ukraine that doesn't know who I am. I've definitely checked a few bitches. I've definitely stepped to whoever I need to step to because everybody knows that's my man. So this your man right now? No, he's no longer.
Danielle finally admits that she's not in a relationship with Rashad, which is what I've been saying this whole time. This is why I'm not a side chick and I refuse to be called one, point blank, period. So let's put an end to that, Danny DeVille.
As a woman to woman, I feel like you were just in my shoes last year with me and Dwayne. At the end of the day, like we're more similar than you would like to probably acknowledge.
It does not matter. If you're in a committed relationship, living together, we're a family, we're a relationship, talking to somebody else, anybody else would be considered cheating. And then that would be a side chick. I've never talked to Rashad while he was in a relationship with you. Never. So calling me a side chick is just, it needs to be dead.
Do we agree?
I don't think she was a side chick.
Me neither.
I think her man was for the street. And you shouldn't have to do all of that. Talk to this one, coaches. Look, everybody knew Nia Long was with Uncombo, whatever his name was. And he still did what he did. It don't matter, girl. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, the coaches and everybody, they looking at him as a business, as a commodity. They don't care about what he does in his personal life. Only thing they care about is him coming out and performing when it's time for those games.
Yeah.
First of all, if your man is in the street, he not your man. He belongs to the street. Second of all, if your man ain't got the audacity to put on a T-shirt that says he is your man and broadcast to the world that he is your man, he not your man. So all these women out here talking about this my man and you fighting the other woman talking about this my man, leave my man alone. Y'all just wasting y'all time. Be more productive in this. Now, if I was this young lady that said that that is her real man and she got kids and the little skinny cute one, I forget her name. But if I was her, I would be getting all the footage I can, put it on the live TV, and collecting it for my attorney. I would do a Monique and have me a whole binder full of stuff for my attorney. Because
Well, they
I
got
would
the
not leave
money.
that show. I would not leave that show with that same bag that I came in that show with. I tell you that much. My bag would be much bigger.
And
Okay.
she's getting a bag because she's on the show because of him. So
Right.
I just really want her to shut up and be like, I just feel like she does not have a valid argument trying to make the new girlfriend a side chick. Like, you were a side chick too. You was a side chick to a side chick to a side chick. He was for the streets.
And
But
I
did y'all catch what was her name? What is the
Danielle.
Danielle? Okay, did y'all catch when her dad was she was getting ready to leave and she said she had to go out of town and the dad was watching the
Oh,
daughter?
that's Mackenzie. Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
Hmm.
Mackenzie's dad really blasted both of the sisters because he's like, I don't know why y'all keep going out here in these streets fighting these women. I was like, oops, he just told on y'all. Oops, daddy just said it all.
Because it's just you're fighting the women for what? That's still not going to make him be faithful.
At all.
He's still going to be in the street cheating. And if y'all was smart, y'all would come together and play him together quietly.
That part. I
I
would
would
have so much
love.
strategy. My strategies would be on fleek. I would be telling everybody. They'd be taking notes every time they watch Basketball Wives. Every lady that was watching would get a notepad out because they'd be like, "Listen, Juice finna give me some knowledge. I'm finna take this and write it down." I would
Child,
have everybody with a binder. That'd be my new product line, binders.
I'm about to walk away with my own business, everything,
Hmm.
G.
Okay.
Okay.
To run his pockets while you planning your escape. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, you just gotta hit them where it hurt. And see, men don't want to hear all that chitter chatter.
But
You did that. You
I feel
cheated.
like Danielle knew because why would she just say like the reason her and her baby father slash fiance was having issues is because he wanted to be with multiple women and she didn't want to do that. So I feel like that's her problem. She knew what kind of man he was, and now she probably feels some type of way because how dare you want to be with me and multiple women, but then you want to be in a monogamous relationship with her. So her whole entire world is just she. I already know Danielle tore upside down because I would be. What's wrong with me that you needed to cheat on me and be with multiple women, but when you get with the next chick, y'all could be together single. And I wouldn't be surprised if he started doing the same thing to Mackenzie. Because
Who's
what's
to
the
say he
term?
faithful to her though?
A
Right
leopard
now,
doesn't change his spots.
exactly. But who's to say he faithful to Mackenzie? Like, they just getting started. She probably don't even know how many chicks he have on the back burner right now. And that's what I'm saying. What are you jealous of? She's only getting the same broken man you had.
Ooh.
That part, Naughty. The same broken man. Absolutely, that part right there. And
And
I
until
do
he
feel
go,
for. I
go
do
ahead.
feel for her, and because she's not seeing her worth. And y'all know I am a woman who believes in your worth. I don't care if that basketball player, ex player, whatever he is, does not see you for your worth. There's a whole roster of men that are signing up today and that have been on the court. So you need to go and check out a new roster and stop dealing with the old roster that probably is not of
Yeah,
value anymore. Just move on. She's so gorgeous. She's so
she is.
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Why is she putting up and tolerating with that mess? It's because she's devaluing herself.
Boom.
And quiet as it's kept, no real man gonna want a woman that's broken like that. And that's why in my real life currently, I'm on a sabbatical from men until I'm healed within, because I don't want to be that woman, that broken person anymore. I can't be the best version of me if I'm that insecure. And I was like the last relationship I was in, almost like I've been cheated on so many times, and I feel like, yeah, you're not always the reason you get cheated on, but also you need to ask yourself, how do I deal with this? How does it make me feel about myself? How has this chipped away at my self-esteem? How will this affect me in the future? You know, you have to give yourself time to heal. And I feel like with Danielle, I feel like actually Danielle's being very mature. Actually, I don't feel like she's being overly like angry. You know, I feel like she's actually being very mature, in my opinion. She's sitting down with the girl. She's not yelling at her. She's not screaming at her. She's not throwing drinks at her. She was petty at first, but I feel like she's doing a good job for what she's feeling right now. You know what I mean? If that makes
Hmm.
sense.
No,
And I know that might be like an unpopular opinion, but I mean, pain can make you act a certain kind of way.
It
and
makes
that's
sense. And you said that beautifully, Essence. Beautifully. I love
mhm,
I've
mhm.
been there, girl. I done insta stalked. I done. What the heck else have I done to the girl that I've been left for? Like and it just eats away at you as a person. And then she got to be in the same friend group with oh girl. Oh no, ma'am. She got to be
Mm.
in the same friend group as her. Like, do you know how psychological that is? That's crazy.
I'm just not gonna love somebody more than I love myself. I
No, I
think
get it. I
differently.
get
I
it.
think differently now because I've been through marriage twice
Hmm.
and I've been cheated on and things like that. When I even started my channel and everything, I was in a relationship and we were rocking out and I thought it was gonna end up good, but slowly but surely he started changing and started not to be on solid ground. Then he started getting jealous
Mm.
because he saw like I was starting to attract attention. I was building an audience. I was building a following and stuff like that. And then I just recognized that he was just like a depressive person, and I was like, I don't need this. And he started making decisions that were for us. You know what I mean? He wasn't caring about how he affected me. So at that point, I decided to exit and I didn't feel bad about it. I really didn't. And I always will wish him the best on his journey. I don't have no hatred towards him, but I'm happy. I'm happy now. I'm happily single.
there you go.
If
And
that
if
makes sense.
a lot of women would happily single, if a lot of women would make that decision to choose themselves first, we would have less mental health issues with women in our communities. Because the
Mhm.
women are not choosing themselves first. They are choosing the men, and the men are not choosing the women. And that rejection can hit your mental worse than anything else. It lowers your esteem, it devalues yourself. It takes so much away from you. And it puts a lot of women in dark places where they feel like they just want to go and hide. They don't want to come out. There's a lot of beautiful women that are hiding inside because they feel like they have been devalued. But what has happened is they, instead of choosing a man for the quality of the man that he is, they try and choose a man the size of his wallet. And
Yes, and that's
and in doing that, what you are doing is you are putting that wallet ahead of you as a woman because you're saying that man's wallet is even more valuable than you. Mm-mm.
exactly. And this is my thing with this situation with these two young ladies. We got to stop having letting these men rent our wombs. Okay, you got to require marriage before the children. All right, because you know if it doesn't work out, you end up raising those kids and that man is on the road living his happy single life. But you got to deal with the day to day. You got to deal with the children and the crying and the emotions and keeping them on track. You're basically a single. You're asking to be a single parent. You're asking
Yeah.
to be a single parent, and those children are going to be a constant reminder of your partner. That's just it. But I agree with you, Juice. Like people need to stop putting their value into a man's wallet and put their value back into themselves, and stop putting these men up on a pedestal, and they haven't even earned that from you.
No, they haven't even earned to beat a piece of wood on the pedestal. So it's crazy. And it's so sad, and you have to keep having conversations like these, so that people can get out there. But I think some people think that they are classy, but the sad part is, classy at whose price? Your own price or somebody else's viewpoint of you, that man? No, y'all need to start watching women who are empowered, not women who say they are empowering, but women who are empowered, because they will show you how they work and how they get out there and get the things that they want. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of Phaedra, I did watch Phaedra from the business aspect, and she got her coins and herself together. So y'all
Mhm.
need to start looking at different women, and not just Phaedra. There are people empowered in businesses and organizations and doing big works out here in the United States and abroad. Y'all need to say that you can have your own bag and you ain't got to go and chase after some man with his bag. Y'all will have men chasing after y'all for y'all bag if you played it right, even though you probably wouldn't. I wouldn't choose them either.
Exactly. And I always feel like as long as I get my own, I have my own, and I'm on solid ground, I have a better chance of attracting a healthier partner. You know,
Yeah.
I could do for myself. I need a partner for emotional support. You know what I mean? A partner that I can that will be behind me in my vision and my dreams. I need a partner um that I could travel with and have fun with and laugh with. You know what I mean? I'm just in a different phase in my life. I don't need a man to take care of me and never have. Always been able to
Mm,
take care of myself.
well,
Oh yeah, let me
if they're not putting you up on a pedestal, then you do have to be
exactly.
cautious who they are. But
Exactly. And,
this
and I
actually,
have I have enough friendships and stuff that validate me, and who I am, and so I'm just happily single. And I go through these phases. I just like moving how I want to move, juice, and not having to consider anybody else.
I know. I'm
I
not
could just
mad at you.
I could just get up and go when I want to go, and so it's something very freeing about that. Like I don't know,
I'm not mad at you with that. What's up? What you think about Evelyn's new man, though?
Evelyn Lozada.
Yeah, he looked like a
Yeah,
whale.
I didn't think it was gonna last, like just from the way it started. And I watched her on that All the Queen's Men or something. It was a reality show on Peacock. And I looked at her and Tamar like, both of you need to stop dating.
Mm,
Both of them. Both of them. It's this one relationship after another. Take the time for yourself and heal.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I, um, but I think Evelyn got scared because she wasn't used to his stability. He was really about that
Right,
life. He really wanted to bring his their lives together. And I just think Evelyn is so used to having chaotic relationships and men
right,
that treat her wrong, she couldn't
right.
even recognize when it was good.
Yeah, I think he's good, but he kind of does want to move fast, and that had me question. Even though she was saying let's take our time,
Hmm.
but I think she is scared about what happened. But I think she's scared because if it don't go well in this relationship, she's gonna be back on blast again because of what happened with Chad. So I get that from her. So she does need to maybe take some time, take it slow. But what do you think about Jennifer's new boo?
I don't trust it.
The young.
Just the fact that he's younger.
Mm-hmm.
I
Why
you know
Jennifer
I
every
just
season got a new man? Every season she got a new man.
that's what
Because
Juice, I created a list of people that should not be dating right now. It's Evelyn, it's Jen on my list. Um, who's the other one? Erica Mena. Hot mess. They all are hot mess. And every time you turn around, every season they got a new man. Take a break. It's giving me like the J Lo effect. Like I can't be by
Yep,
myself. It's okay to be by yourself.
it is.
sure is.
And I
Sure
just
is.
think these women, because Evelyn, she just looks like, I was so happy that she was dating someone just like normal, like that wasn't in like baseball, football, basketball.
Ooh, where's the remote?
Because, I mean, they called her a Jersey chaser.
Oh.
And this, and this.
She is,
That's what she gives.
though. She is. And I just wonder if they do this, always have these relationships for the show. Now, Jennifer, she needs to not date either. She chooses some busters. The last guy, she stole a car from her.
Mm-hmm.
You letting
Mm-hmm.
these
Oh,
men,
you know
they
her
love
episode came
they
out of
love
Scammers.
bombing you. They love bombing you to get close to you so they can clout chase off of you.
Wait, Jelani stole her car?
Not the new
No, not
guy.
The guy
Bonnie,
she
the other
started
one.
with? Oh,
But just look at Jennifer's dating history. Okay. You
yeah.
got what's the basketball player she was married to? Williams.
Eric?
Okay. Eric Williams. All right. I call him the knot because he got that knot on his head.
Oh,
Um,
no, not no, no.
I could call him the
Now
knot
you're
because I'm
mad.
naughty. Uh,
No.
look at what she sat and tolerated. She knew that man was a cheater. Then he created a baby on her right before they got married. All right, she didn't learn from that. Then she got with Tim Norman from Sweetie Pie. I call him Hips. Okay, he
I knew that was disaster when I first saw it on Sweetie Pies. I was like, that's a whole problem.
turned out to be a whole psychopath. Okay,
I'm glad she got out of that okay though, because after all that happened, I'm glad she survived.
that ended in restraining orders and things like that. Okay, then she get another guy, and she puts her name on a vehicle for him. He ends up stealing it.
So what? So
Excuse me.
that wasn't Jelani? I didn't know she dated anybody before Jelani.
Yeah, she had somebody
Jelani's the
before
one she
Jelani.
met as speed dating. Hmm.
Jelani is the one I think she should have stayed with. She met his parents and everything, even though her mom was looking at her sideways. But I think
Mhm.
Jelani is the one that she should have maybe stayed with. But I don't know the backstory as to why they broke up. But all of a sudden this season, here we see this young guy on there, and I'm like, I don't know, Jennifer. This is just a
I,
play toy.
yeah, that's what I said. Boy
Now this
toy,
is a play toy.
boy
Mm,
toy, boy toy. And I know Jennifer, one of Jennifer's cousins, because she's from Jersey or
mm-hmm.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, she's from Jersey. I love Jennifer though.
But
She's one of the many dark skinned women who made me feel beautiful growing up as well.
she was very bougie and conceited for my
I love that
liking.
for her. I love that for her. I love that for her. I wish more women could experience that in life.
The last situation I want to get into, ladies, before I close out, I definitely want to get in. I want to hear Juice's point of view regarding Megan James and her mom's
Oh, let me fast forward then.
situation. All right, if you can cue that up, I'll give everyone a little background. We talked about it a little earlier, but Megan has an estranged relationship with her mom. She's very bitter. Megan was raised by her grandparents. Her mom had her when she was 17. Her mom went on to have other children. And Megan does not fault her mom for leaving her with her grandparents because she was very young. But she faults her mom for not coming back for her. And for that, I think she built up a lot of resentment towards her mom, which caused a lot of communication issues and problems, and it's causing a divide with the family. And I feel like she's giving me Kenya Moore energy. You know how Kenya Moore felt, her mom, well, see, Kenya Moore mom just completely like, I don't want nothing to do with you, which
Yeah.
what I felt was messed up about Kenya's situation. The mom was still around, just not acknowledging her. And for that,
Mm-hmm.
I
That
blame the
happened to Nene
family.
too.
Yeah, like a lot of women just kind of like abandon
And
their
Naomi
children.
Campbell.
But the
Naomi
way
Campbell as
Megan,
well.
but see, the way Megan made it seem, you would have thought it was extreme, like those situations, right?
But that's what it feels like, Naughty.
Well, let's see what
That's what it feels like, especially
the disclaimer cleared.
you got to realize that that her mom still had a relationship with her younger brother. Do you have to watch your mom like navigate these other like paternal relationships with her other kids, but you don't have that? That does something to you. And I feel like that's why whenever she tries to open up to her mom and it doesn't sink into her mom the way she wants it to, she rather just close off all communication, because that's like getting hurt over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame her. Sometimes you have to, as an adult, move on when your parents don't understand you the way that they supposed to understand you, and they could just be trying to be in denial. They don't want to deal with their own stuff because they know what they did as a parent. So I feel like in that sense, like she's validated in however she perceived her abandonment, because it's real. Like she said you didn't come back for me, and most people who get left with their grandparents or whatever, they feel like that. Like you
Mm-hmm.
was right
Mm-hmm.
there. You was right there. You ain't never been like, oh, come live with me, come stay with me. You know, I could imagine. But I got it right here. I think I got
All
it. Let
right.
me see.
All right. Let's go.
Ooh, we got a commercial. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on mute,
Okay.
and then
No worries.
when it
Hey, McClurge, thank you for joining.
I'm
We're discussing basketball wives, but I'm noticing and watching a lot of reality shows that this is a common theme. I just seen this situation on the Impact with Ari Fletcher and her father. Her father was never in her life physically like that. He did pay child support, but her sisters encouraged her to go talk with her dad to try to get some closure, to try to get rid of some of that displaced anger that she has. But I'm just noticing with a lot of these Instagram models, these influencers, this is a common theme. One of the parents is missing. And Ari struggled, her father struggled with validating her feelings. He really felt like because he gave child support, that's all he had to do. And Ari expressed to him, like, all I wanted was my dad. And now I'm grown. But how do you move past that? That's the question I present to my chat and my audience. Let me know if you ever had abandonment issues from a parent. Hey, Juice. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, girl. Hey.
All right, Essence,
Listen,
you ready? Go
go
Hi.
ahead.
ahead. Here it is. Hey, Essence.
Good morning.
You had something to say, Juice? Go ahead.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go. It's back
Essence
now.
can say that. Go
Okay.
ahead, Essence.
I think it's off commercial.
Okay, here
Y'all,
we go.
child, we almost missed it because I was. Oh, hold on. What the heck? When Kenzie man popped up, y'all ain't telling me nothing. We about to
I
cut
love
it.
Essence.
Right? Her mom is beautiful. I see why she
Her
wanted
mom
to
is
go to the
gorgeous.
Diddy party. It's giving Tokyo Tony. Oh, she look good. Her mom look good.
No, I had Brian come out here and we were just talking.
Is she
My
crying
biggest,
already?
resentment towards you is that I feel like you will always be there for Brian, and I felt like you wasn't there for me as a mom in the years that I knew you.
Ah, shoot. My bad. I was trying to be extra.
I don't want you, or you makes it seem like I don't love you. That's not the case. It never was the case. You know, I did the very best with what I had. You know, and I couldn't do no more. So I'm not understanding why you getting on these platforms and just losing your family, putting us down.
Thoughts?
Um, I think I think Megan is only telling, she's telling her truth, her perception on how she feels. Um, I think the mom feels embarrassed
You want me to
that
rewind
Megan
it?
exposed so much. You can rewind it a little, yeah. Go ahead, Juice. What are your thoughts?
I think here's the thing that women and men who go through this situation where they feel the abandonment of a parent, you have to understand this. With parents, when they leave their children, whatever reason they had to leave their children, it's a longer road back than it is when they leave. And so sometimes it's harder for them to come back. And sometimes they feel as though their child or whoever is better off by them not being around. They still hold that guilt. And it's hard for them to turn back and come back. But, and in my family, our thought process, yeah, it happened, but you still, as a child of your parent, you still have to have that respect in somewhat of a way. And I think what happens is these children feel as though, well, you abandoned me, you left me, and so, I don't have to respect you. I no longer have to be that for you. But in essence, you still have to respect a person and understand that sometimes their choices in life you may not understand, you may not accept, you may not like, but that's what they did. So now, like you said, Nadi, how do we move forward? And then that child will have the option to decide, do I even want to move forward? And the parent will now have to understand that it is that child's option. That child does not have to move forward with making a life with you because you chose to leave that child. So now it is the child's thought, the child's process of, do I want to come back? And the parent has to be able to accept. You don't have to demand, well, I'm still your mama. You need to come back. We need to make this right. No, because you left that when you left that child.
And I think that's the mistake that a lot of parents make. They demand
Hmm.
this respect before acknowledging the hurt they implemented onto this child and
Right,
projected to this child by, and they may not intentionally abandon them. You know what I mean? They may have felt like they've left them in a better situation, but that
right.
child still has feelings that they
Still,
process through that. And it starts with
yeah,
acknowledgement
yeah.
and not making excuses.
And Megan is still hurt, and she's like so many other little girls that were so hurt because they feel sometimes at some point in their life that they were not good enough and that these other children came in and they were better than who they were. So they still have the guilt of dealing with that. And so
Mhm.
no matter how beautiful she is, no matter how successful she becomes, no matter how many friends and that she has in her life, she still may be dealing with that thought process and it may affect her adult life to think I'm not good enough in other situations as well. It
And
can
one
be a
thing I could
lifelong.
exactly, and one thing I can acknowledge when I look at Megan James, when I look at Ari Fletcher, when they both sat down with that their other parent, the one that they felt that abandoned them, I saw that little girl in them immediately.
There you go.
And that is who's crying.
Hmm.
That's
Yes.
who's emotional. That little girl inside them is still crying out for their mommy.
Yeah.
And
And you know what makes this conversation for like women and men who go through this even harder is when the parents don't console them properly. And I've dealt
Right.
with that in my personal life. Like my dad was the kind of dad who I knew, like I wasn't my father was not estranged to me at all. However, I didn't grow up in his house. Even though him and my mom were not together, I never lived with my dad, but he's
Hmm.
always provided for me. He's always taking me places or whatever. So when I became like a young woman, I want to say in my early 20s, and I had the opportunity to live with him for the first time, he treated our relationship as if there had never been a gap there. And for me,
No,
there
yeah.
was a yeah, and it was really hard for me because it's just like, how can you talk to me with and I understand, like, mind you, I'm in, like I said, I'm in my early 20s. I'm like 21, 22, 23. And it's like, I understand you want to be a father as you should be, but you have to acknowledge the fact that I'm not used to your parenting style. I'm also not a child. And lastly, like, you still haven't addressed the fact that we are not like this. We're like this. We're not
Yeah.
like this. And some parents, they don't really want to hear it because they have to admit to the fact that they
They
were
did it.
gone. And I feel like Megan's mom, I I actually appreciate her response, and I'll play it again because she did say, like, I really felt like there was nothing I could do. And I'm not saying that should suffice. Who am I to say that? But there seems to be some sincerity in like an apologetic energy coming from her mom, and I feel like Megan has to accept that and realize there's no going backwards. You can't go back and get that relationship.
Yeah.
Be happy your mom is apologizing, because some parents will be like, girl,
Get over it.
I know you feel like that. I know you
Yeah.
feel like I wasn't there, and I know you feel like, I'm like, sir,
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
glad I'm glad that Megan's brother came and talked to her and that they have a good relationship because that does help to bridge that gap.
mhm.
Glad that they had that. That was beautiful. I love that he's still there supporting her, even though, he could have been, totally opposite. But that was very admirable of him to have lunch with her and have that conversation as well.
Let me
And
see.
that's what in essence when you said about like your dad, like just he tried to make it seem like it was like he was there for you all the time. Like you cannot project your delusion. All right. You have to acknowledge your kids' feelings, and their experience is their experience. And even you were there or you not. But I'm not going to help you perpetuate a lie that you made up in your head to make yourself feel better. So, Essence, if
Mm,
you want to go into the clip, please go into the
Oh
clip.
yeah.
So,
I wanna read, I wanna re-digest this.
Thank you. You do too. Thank you.
Her mom do look good though.
So what's going on? No, I had Brian come out here and we were just talking. My biggest like resentment towards you is that I feel like you don't always be there for Brian, and I felt like you wasn't there for me as a mom in the years that I needed you to be there. Okay. Okay. Well, I can acknowledge I can take some of it, but I'm not gonna take all of it. I think you feel like
Okay, hold on. Did we appreciate her tone?
yes, girl. And that's again, mothers, you're trying to act as okay, yes, you are the parent. But when you're having this communication with your child, you cannot try and play victim.
exactly.
You cannot. And then you say, well, I'm not going to take it all. Girl, lay that pride aside. Put it down. Kill it. Burn it. Get rid of it. Let the ashes blow in the wind. You are here to make a reconciliation with your daughter who's been hurt over the years as a small child. Yes, mother, you were hurt as well, too. But it is time for you to put that aside and let your child say how she felt. Stop talking about, yeah, I did it, but I'm not going to take all of that. You did it. You did
I
that.
didn't notice that she said that at first. I didn't notice that.
An
Hmm.
apology, you don't, apology becomes null and void when you follow up with the word but.
I always say that, Nadi. That is one of my favorite lines. I tell people when you say something and then you put the word but in it, it cancels out everything you said before. Absolutely right.
just gave up on you, or you make it feel like I don't want you, or you make it seem like I don't love you. That's not the case. It never was the case. You know, I did the very best with what I had. You know, and I couldn't do no more. So I'm not understanding why you getting on these platforms and just losing your family, putting us down. It is so embarrassing. Can you take some accountability though? It's not only just me. I just gave you some accountability. I let somebody take over what I should have been doing. Okay? And that was raising my children together. If I had it to do all over again, I would do it much, much different. Okay? Mm-hmm. I give my mother a pass.
Yeah.
Mama, here you go again, Mama. And I'm gonna talk from Mama point of view. Mama, you are still
No.
self-reflecting. You are still looking at yourself, Mama. When you say that you out here on this platform talking about us, that's embarrassing. Talking down to us, that's embarrassing. You have to understand when you do something to somebody in their life, their reaction and conversations going forward, you can't control. You don't control that narrative. They get to say how they feel. So the mama's still talking about it's embarrassing. And even if it is embarrassing, that's not the conversation if you want to mend. Simply say something like, listen, I did it. I feel bad because of what I did. I don't hear nothing about the mother saying, I feel bad. Only thing she said in
Me
that clip
neither.
was, if I could do it all over again, I would do it all over again. That's what I hear. But mama, Say something like, listen, I
I
made choices I thought would benefit you. I made choices I thought that could help you. It wasn't the right choices. I see now how I negatively affected you. And for that, I'm sorry. For that, I take on that. I left my child vulnerable. I left my child without a mother. My child needed me as a mother. Even if it would have been bad situation with us together, we would have been there together. Say something like that. Don't tell me something. I'm not the only one that did this, and what you did was embarrassing to me. That means you are girl bad. I cannot with these parents that won't take accountability.
That's exactly what it
Exactly.
is.
And I feel like Megan went the route she did because it's like she wanted her mom to see her. And I think a lot of
Right.
I think a lot of these parents, they come from that don't ask, don't tell generation. Everything's swept on the rug. Would go on in this house and stay in this house. But what they wasn't banking on is again, in my children, when
And
they telling me,
accountability.
oh, they tell
On major platforms. On major platforms. This ain't just a neighbor here and then no more, y'all. This are major platforms. Y'all better leave these kids alone and do right by them.
Let me see.
For letting my grandparents raise me. I feel like if I would have had a child at 17 in the world that we live in today, I wouldn't know what to do as a teen mom. But I don't give her a pass for not coming back. If that truth is embarrassing for my mom, then that's on her at the end of the day.
Period.
Placed on this pedestal until it's like you forgot who was down here.
Not you.
You don't call me. You don't say, "Mama, can I help you?" Or y'all, okay? I made it a long way. I came a long, long way. This is the thing. I'm like, I'm not a kid anymore. Like, I'm an adult. And I feel like you don't know Megan the adult. You got to a status and you said F everybody, okay?
That is such a profound statement that she don't know Megan the adult.
and it sounds like she a little jealous of her.
Ooh, that's a good observation.
It sounds like you got to this certain status. She's not even proud of her daughter and busting down
Yeah,
the
and she's like,
way.
this is why parents gotta humble themselves.
Is there more essence?
Oh, it is my bad. I was all in my computer.
We both
That's what
blogging it.
you know. You know, like, I'm just really, I'm a believer a lot, though. Like,
Oh,
That's the little girl crying.
so just
That's
take
the
a deep
little
breath.
girl in Megan.
I just want to know, like, what do you feel like can make the situation better? Because I don't know. So, Megan, I welcome you, my love.
she's so mature. Oh, that man gonna propose. That man gonna propose to her, and she deserve it. She deserves to be happy. She deserves to be, and that's what I tell myself. I'd be like, and not to make this about me, but I really do identify with this, especially going into my 30s sooner than later. And I don't know when I'm gonna meet my person, but you gotta heal after a certain amount of time. You a whole adult. You ain't a half adult. You ain't a young adult. You a grown woman, okay? And I feel like if you don't get the love from your parents that you needed as an adult, you have to heal from that. And sometimes your family unit comes when you get married and you get that unconditional love from your man or your wife, and I feel like Megan deserves to be loved properly. And I feel like she's trying to heal her childhood wounds. She's expressing herself in a healthy way. She's listening to her mom. She's not lashing out on her mom. She's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's really, really, really trying right now. And I feel like that's all that her boyfriend wanted her to do. Like, he's not gonna be like, keep trying, keep trying. Like, no, like you did it. And I see now the dysfunction. I see the pain. I see that it's not right for you. And I could fill that void for you, and you can fill that void for yourself. And I really think that this is like a great moment for a lot of different people because
But you're seeing it
if your
all
parents,
over. You're seeing it all over social media with these young kids. They coming out and they exposing the deadbeat dads and the
Yeah,
deadbeat moms out there. I just would have. I felt like her mom was very hard and trying to save face for
yeah.
herself to the point that she couldn't even just acknowledge her daughter's feelings and say, you know what, baby, I'm so sorry that I made you feel that way and I hurt you. Just know I love you. And just leave it there. That could have been a start to move
Yeah, that's
forward.
all I think. That's all I think a lot of these kids want. They simply just want that acknowledgement of the parents, but something with the pride of a parent, especially in not just American culture, but a lot of cultures, they feel as though if they tell their child that they were wrong, that it's going to make them less of a parent, and it's not. It's not. It's okay as a parent to say, listen, I was wrong. I didn't know what to do. I made choices that I know affected you negatively. It's okay. But like what Essence was saying, that when is it going to come a time where you live in your own health and your own love, and you find that it takes some people some long time. And what happens, a lot of people get themselves in trouble with that because they are seeking the love from their mother from various sources that they're not going to get, and that love does not look the same. And that's why a lot of people don't have good relationships or good love relationships, because they're looking for a form of love from somebody else who doesn't carry that. So when you look for
right?
that form of love that you want from your mother and you're looking for it from a man, that's why you're having problems in that man relationship, because you're looking for the form of a love from a mother in the form of a man, and the
Yep.
forms are different. There are different. Remember, we did a love study on that. There are different forms of love that you get. So a lot of people will start looking for that love from in other places and get hurt because they're not finding it. You have to do, like Essa said, find the love in the form of the person from somebody else. If you want the love of your mother, you can't get it. Say, okay, I'm gonna forget that love. I'm gonna go over here and find the love from my man. But I'm not gonna look for my man to give me the love like my mom.
Exactly.
I'm gonna look for the love from my man to be from my man. I'm gonna look to love my children the way my children. I'm gonna love my friends the way they are. And that void from your mother, you may still have that, but that's okay. Don't let the void from the love from your mother cancel out all the love that you have for all the others.
I agree.
Exactly. I
Yep.
agree, Juice. And that's well, I couldn't have said it better.
It's
That's
true.
well said. And a lot of these young girls, when you see that they're choosing unhealthy relationships, like the Krishan Rocks of the world, the Jade and Alexis, it's just because they were missing. They didn't get that love from their father properly, and that's why
Right.
they're looking at Blueface and okay with calling him daddy.
That guy.
And you know what's really sad too?
That guy.
You don't. I didn't know that I had daddy issues until I rekindled with my dad. And unfortunately, it wasn't until after I had been in the relationship that I was talking about before, where I got cheated on. You don't realize how correlated
Yes.
the way you let a man treat you is connected to like daddy issues and mommy issues. And I feel like whenever you are in a cycle of just your relationships are not working out, you need to kind of like dig deep and ask yourself, like, what kind of hurt have I been through?
Right.
How have I been processing that hurt? How has it made me as a person? And I feel like Megan does have a really good man, because her man was like, listen, I don't feel comfortable
Yes.
moving forward with you until you can find out how you sincerely feel about your own family stuff, because my family situation is good. I know what a healthy family relationship is, and you don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, for me, I accept everything with my dad, and I'm good with my dad. I love my dad. My dad just is in a space where I feel he's beating himself up. But it's like, Dad, you got I'm like, we got our whole lives to live. Like I like, you can walk me down the aisle and I get married. I might have grandkids. I done graduated from college. You were there for that. Like, you've been around my life, but to be in somebody's life and to be around somebody's life is different.
Mm-hmm.
And parents have to accept when they miss it, and then children have to accept that that time in their lives are not coming back. And I feel like Megan is doing good. Like I feel like she's doing
She
good. I
is.
feel like she's doing good.
She's doing a lot better
Megan's
than
doing
a lot of
okay.
people. A lot better than a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a great opportunity for Megan. She's been on television a lot. This is not her first time on the big screen. This is a great opportunity for her to help heal others. This is a great opportunity, and I'm glad that production did play this. And I hope that they would get more into this as the season goes along instead of all the mess, because Megan can be one of these leaders that help men the hurting
Mm-hmm.
of people who are in that same situation. Like Estes was saying, I had a situation with my birth father where my mother and him divorced when we were young, and I only saw one side because I went with my mother. And it wasn't until I got older and was able to learn the story for myself and do research that I learned my father's side. Not to say that my mother was wrong, because she was absolutely right, but still, it gave me the opportunity to now find out about him, have the conversations with my dad, and then make a choice. Do I want to forgive him for what he did? And so Megan has a great opportunity to try and get out here and use this platform to help others heal, because she's not the only one that's going through this. And these people have to understand, when you get on these big screens, there's more to the reason of you being on the big screen than just to share the mess. It's all about the message. And that's my motto. I'm not here for the mess, but I'm here for the message. And I think that Megan should really use that to do that, to help others as well.
I
A
think,
lot
and you know what?
of issues.
I think too, like because we have Tokyo Tony and Black China, right? That
Yes,
is essentially the same thing. And
yes,
now we have Megan and we have her mom. And I feel like that's essentially the same thing. And I would like to kind of compare both sit downs, because I know that on Black China's show, she did a sit down with her mom the
yeah.
same exact way. And I'd like to see if Tokyo said a lot of the same things that Megan mom is saying, because it is
It's similar.
it's a pattern, you know. And
Hmm.
mommy issues and daddy issues are different. They are different, because I feel like daddy issues affect the way that you allow a man to treat you, but I feel like mommy issues affect who you are as a person.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's really good to see the clarification between the two. A woman sees it different. A man sees it different. A young boy sees it different from the abandonment of his father than he does from his mother. Beautifully said, Essence. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, this is good stuff, man. The VH1 them put their foot in it. I think it's almost done. I think it's almost done.
No, so well, that's the thing. Like, I take the lessons out of these shows,
Yeah, you
and
do.
I just look at it across the board, and I see, because our younger generations, a lot of them are in trouble, and it's due to a lot of the issues they went through with their parents, right? And it's spilling over into their adult lives. They're making poor choices in relationships, and that just makes me think, because I know what I had to do to work on myself and to
Right.
build up my self worth. I had to go back and deal with what I grew up with.
Woo.
You
Yes,
understand?
girl.
And so that's why when I see Krishan Rock, like, she get on my nerves. Trust me, she get on my nerves. But I see her in this emotional ping pong. And until she removes herself and completely cuts Blueface off and go deal with herself and her childhood trauma. And I'm not talking with social
Mm.
media. I'm talking with therapy. And that's one thing I love to hear when she was on Jason Lee's couch. She's in therapy. So she's
Hmm.
taking steps. She knows she has to be better. She knows she has to change in order to be a better mom for her son.
Hmm.
And that's the first
Hmm.
step. That's the first
Yeah.
step. And so, like, I don't look. I took myself out of the group chat because her and Blueface want to go back and forth for a while until she's fed up and she's tired of him using and abusing her. And I just resolved that in my head. I'm out of the group chat. So I decided in myself to just highlight the things she does in her career.
Hmm.
Period.
Hmm.
Because that's her personal life. And until she's fed up, she's not gonna leave him alone.
Yeah. And a lot of these women have to really think for themselves, why am I with him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, really truly think for it. Why am I with him?
But
Mm-hmm.
they can't, they don't see the toxicity because they don't have that home unit. And I
Absolutely.
feel like
Yeah.
like the man, the woman, and the child, that's a for a reason. And it crafts you from a youth to an adult, and you see a healthy, functioning, loving relationship, and you understand what you're supposed to accept, and you understand what you're supposed to be. Now, some people, in modern day society, they argue that traditional family units are outdated, and that there's no right or wrong way to raise a family or whatever. And to an extent, I agree. But when you are raised in a two family household where your parents are in love, the the odds of you the odds of you not seeing the red flags in a toxic relationship, I feel
Somebody else. Hmm.
like are a lot less, because you know how your dad treated your mom, and you know how your mom treated your dad. But if somewhere in your life something was dysfunctional, or you were raised by a single parent, or something like that, when you get older, you're not gonna have the tools to know what's what. And I feel like that's what's going on with Krishan. Like she probably, based on her background, she didn't have that structure. So
Yeah.
and then when you add like sexual pleasure into it, that confuses the brain too, because they're making you feel good. It feels good to be with this person, so you accept all the other emotional damage that they inflict on you, but you don't know how to navigate it because you don't know nothing else.
I think
So
I think we all need to get T-shirts for these women to let them know. And men, being alone is not lonely.
okay. Ooh.
Sometimes I'm the
Yes.
happiest when I'm alone.
Being alone
Yes.
is not lonely. You know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I love
Hashtag
Juice.
solitude.
Thank
Well,
you.
ladies, Juice, what shows do you have coming up? Share it with the people, because Juice always has some great topics from finance. She has a wide range. She does trending
Ooh, I love that.
topics. She does some recaps, but she also gives. She has Financial Mondays. I'll let
Mm-hmm.
you take over and run it down. What do you have going on this week?
Well, on my Monday afternoon, every Monday afternoon at 12 noon, we have what we call Lunch and Learn Money Mondays, where we talk about business, creating businesses, all the tips and tools that you need to create businesses. I mean, it's deep. We share that with Pastor Tawana Grant. She's a financial guru. Been with Truist Bank for over 30 something years in their finance department, and she's sharing all her valuable information out here for free. And then Monday night at 7 p.m. with Jonathan Lee from JoJo Speaks, we have our reality series where we're talking about basketball, not basketball wise, I'm sorry, we're talking about Married to Medicine, Housewives of Potomac. We haven't gotten to basketball wise, but I need to do that. I'll do that over here. I'll do that over here with you, Nadi.
And I'll come to you for Married to Medicine, because I'm still.
Yes. I love it. So we do our reality on Monday nights, and then Wednesday night we have our Bible study. We get real serious on Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. We do a Bible study, in-depth Bible study, not just us talking. We get information from the chats as well, people that are talking as well. And then on Thursday night is our big night. Thursday night is our church news night, and this is why we started the platform, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, because there's been so much lies and deceit in the churches, and we calling it out. We
Mm-hmm.
call
Mm.
and we don't mind
Mm-hmm.
calling it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we want people to learn the truth about our God. We are sick and tired of people out here wearing a collar saying they are men and women of God, and they don't even know who God is. So we call them, we go in the church doors, call them out from the front, wherever we need to go. We call them out on this platform. We share stories of people who are doing things absolutely not right. We don't care about calling out your church name and your name. We're going to let you know, because we are all about saving people that are lost. It is about time we get this Bible right. I'm tired of all
Okay.
in the church.
Amen.
So
Amen.
there you go. And tonight we have a very special segment that we're doing. We're bringing on because we have a guest that's coming on Thursday for Church News with our Real Talk live with Bishop Kimbrough, because he's also in the streets telling the young folks all this mess that everybody's been telling you about the church is wrong, and them putting you down is wrong. So he's coming on this Thursday. But tonight We are having a very special show at 7 p.m. And that is covering a church news special edition because of the recent story that's going on about the pastor who was the mayor in a little town in Alabama, also a pastor, a father who also had a secret life that he liked to dress in trans. His story got leaked and he ended up taking his own life. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to have that conversation tonight on the Juice Radio and Talk
I
Show
gotta make
because
sure
it
I
is
set my notification for
needed.
that one.
I
Yes,
subscribed. I did. I sure did subscribe, and I love finding. I follow so many. Financial literacy is my favorite category on
I
YouTube.
love it.
Yes, so I follow a bunch of, not a bunch. I only follow two because some of the channels, they don't have the right intentions, and for me that's important. I
It
need the nitty gritty.
yes,
I need the nitty gritty. Teach me something and give it to me raw. I don't need no entertainment value mixed in there. Give me the truth and teach me something. So I love it. You are right up my alley, and I definitely
I know
subscribe to
it.
everything.
See, Juice, I always try to connect you
Mhm.
with good
you do.
Yes.
You do. I
leaving
love
on
I'm
you.
gonna start my channel soon. I think so. I have a few things that I'm ready to talk about, and I think I'm gonna just go for it.
just go for it, girl.
Just go
You
for it.
should. Nadia has joined us on the Juice Radio and Talk Show where we do once a month. We do a program called Ladies Let's Talk. And what that is, we do
Ooh.
the same thing like we do here. We talk to the young ladies and we say, listen, you know, you don't have to be doing this craziness. We talked this past um, uh, Sunday at 3 p.m. We talked about the ladies and 15 traits of a bad friend, 15 traits of a toxic friendship.
Oh, I
And
saw. Mm-hmm.
we speak about that. And then we also teamed up with Diva and we're doing a medical chat with her.
Ooh, I
And we
love
do that
Diva.
once a month as well. So we got a lot going on over here. A lot.
Yes,
Exactly. And
love it.
I have developed a very healthy network of YouTube friends and family. And I want to project that. Like, it doesn't all have to be toxic, and you could choose to go another direction. All right.
Yeah.
And I feel like Juice is always very informational, very encouraging and supportive. We started this thing when we were both underneath making monetization and
Yeah.
everything. We met on 52's
We're at,
channel at his
we're at
rent
300
party.
subscribers. We're at 300 subscribers. And Nadia was like, girl, come on over here.
Come on.
Yeah,
And that's
I
what
think I'm gonna start my
sharing is
channel.
sharing. And if we all work together, we could conquer this thing called YouTube. We could take over, like, for real.
That part. That part.
I love that.
Absolutely. Yes, we're doing that. Thank you, Miss,
It's
for
therapeutic too. I
subscribing.
like it.
Thank you.
So I love you,
Yeah,
ladies.
I'm gonna do my video on why the Black community should boycott Real Housewives up until Make. It's gonna be controversial, but I don't care. I'm gonna go for it because
What that's the thing that starts conversations, believe it or not.
yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna just do
The
it.
title alone is going to get your number subscriber points up. They're going to be like, wait, we want to hear this. Even though we may
Because I
not,
got
we
some
want to hear it.
opinions. I got some opinions.
I will be watching.
Exactly.
I will be watching. Drop the channel as soon as you get it. I will be watching that one for sure.
See?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna do it. Thank you, Nadi. You make me feel comfortable to just let it
It's
all
all
hang
about
out.
who you connect with. I mean, it's all about who you connect with. You have to vet your content creators. And trust me, I done been slapped on the hand like, girl, you knew better than that. And I pulled back. But you know what? I got my foundation over here. Mm-hmm.
Right,
So I'm not
right.
moved. I'm not moved. I'm not moved. You
Our
live
boy
and you learn. And
822.
that's what you think about.
Shout
Yeah.
out to our boy 822. That's what Nadia and I met. We were on
Oh, really?
we were his backup singers on his channel. It was so funny, that 822. I love me some 822.
I love
Yeah.
him from I love him from 82, but he had lost his monetization, so he had an idea to do a rent party, and me and Juice was up there singing with him.
We were like, we're gonna get
Oh,
this.
really?
We used
Did
to
he get
sing.
it back?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That was a while ago. What that had to be like a year ago, Juice. Look at
Yeah.
us.
Oh my God.
Y'all know I'm new. I mean, I'm new to a certain
Wow.
subculture in YouTube. So I realize a lot of the YouTubers have a lot of back history, but I'm fairly new, I would say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like Nadia said, vet your people now. Be careful out here because they woo.
I don't want no people. I don't want no people. I don't want no people.
But I'm telling you, Essence, I'm telling you, if you connect with like Juice, the gray hair diva, like I'm
I
forever
love
grateful
Diva.
to Diva. They will make sure you get in network with healthy YouTube
Yes.
relationship.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
my
that's a
girl,
green flag because
Diva
Miss
was at
Diva
my
has a
birthday
great mood.
party.
Diva
Diva
is the
came to
best.
my birthday.
Oh,
I
she
love her.
did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love Diva.
She does. I like her. I like her the way she facilitates her channel.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love it. It
Everybody
never
else is
gets
trained.
too heated. It never gets too out there. It never gets. It never crosses the line. And as a viewer, I appreciate it. And she have her regulars. And her regulars have some opinions, but and it never gets too, rowdy. So I love that.
Diva
I
and
love
Juice's channels are the perfect example of where people can have their point of views. You don't always have to agree, but you do not have to be angry about it. Okay.
it.
You
Mm-hmm.
could just walk away and still be whole as a person. You don't have to worry about getting verbally attacked.
Right, right. Like we do on our Thursday. I forgot our Thursday at 6 p.m., which is just new on the channel. We do our 90-day fiance chat, and we open that up to full panel. Everybody can come on, and that's been really good. And I opened that because Dustin Naughty, that's be on Diva's channel. He usually
Mm-hmm.
hides behind the emoji all the time. He
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do a show, and nobody would give him the opportunity. And I said, well, come on over here. Let's see what we can do. And it's taken off. It's really doing well.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
nice.
it. And look, Juice had me over to her show. She let me we had a whole show about head wraps, my head wrap line
Oh my
and
God, I love
everything.
it. Yes, a woman's
And Juice
crown. I love it.
yes, the crown.
Ooh. So I just went on YouTube and this girl's channel. I feel like I subscribed to her. I don't know. Unrelated but related. I think it's a sign. It says Nigerian spreading voodoo rumors for a storyline on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Potomac is problematic, and it's not just for the African American community; it's also for the African community. This show is problematic all over the place.
Essence, you set up the show. We'll come be there. We'll have the discussion with you.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it because what's the odds that somebody? This is 13 hours ago. What's the odds that and she's a very big Nigerian influencer. She has 347K subscribers, and she just released a video last night called "Nigerian Spreading Voodoo Rumors for a Storyline." And I know the Nigerian community is probably very offended. I
They
would be.
probably are. They probably are.
That's like me.
That
That's
is a
like
pride
somebody.
community.
That's
Mhm.
like a black person going on a TV show and pretending to be addicted to fried chicken and watermelon. Like,
I
it's
get
not okay. It's not okay.
I'm
It's
kind
really
of
not.
addicted to fried
That's
chicken now.
stereotypical.
I'm
That is
really
very
kind of
stereotypical.
addicted.
Girl,
I
go ahead
love
and
That is
get your channel
stereotypical
up.
AF.
Go ahead and
Okay.
get your channel up and be like me on church news. Call these people out. Call them out.
Yes,
Okay.
girl. I'm about to tune into this video. I'm about to watch this.
Well, ladies, I appreciate you joining. It's time for me to get to the plantation. They own me right now.
I'm on the plantation.
But I will
Love
be over to
y'all.
you, Juice, later on today to
Me
Yes.
check out
too.
your commentary. And Essence, please come join again. We're going to be doing trending topics tomorrow. And I'm going to do the sisters discussion. I'm not doing recaps, Juice. I'm doing discussions, okay? Because I can't with all the scenes and remembering everybody's names. I can't do it. Okay. So we have discussion. Oh,
Hey,
I love
McClure.
it, girl. I love it. I love it. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all
thank
so much.
you.
Y'all have
Thanks
a
for
blessed
having me,
day.
Naughty.
All right,
Take
girl.
care.
Bye.
Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed our basketball wives discussions. Okay. We didn't get into Atlanta to LA too much, but it's the same old Jackie Christie being messy. The new girl with the bangs, I call her bangs, child. She need to just mind her business and stay out of people's relationships, period. All right. And Jennifer got the paws put on her. Somebody ain't like that bougie attitude. All right. But this is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Oh, just a little homage, justice for Shanquilla. They are now bringing a civil lawsuit against the Cabo 6. I'm interested and I can't wait to see what's gonna come out of that. And let me see. Do I have anything else? Oh, make sure you subscribe to my backup channel. All right, we're trying to get monetized over there. It's Not a Crew Live podcast. We gonna figure that out. And to all my haters,
and I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I embrace my haters. I love y'all too. All right. Just hit the like, dislike. I don't care. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.